Have you ever felt like your mind is never still? That something is always going on inside? A restlessness, an agitation, an endless race of thoughts? Like a storm is raging, and any attempt to stop it is futile? You go to sleep, but your mind is still running. What will happen at the office tomorrow? What about the mistake that happened? Am I doing things right? Does anyone like me? What if I fail? These questions just don't leave you alone. How can one stay calm when there's so much turmoil all around? When everyone is running, when everyone is consumed by worries, when everyone has something to achieve, when the whole world has become a high-speed train, where if you lose focus for a moment, you'll be left behind. Have you ever wondered why figures like Gautam Buddha were so calm? Even when the world was around them, with problems, people, and difficulties. Yet, they were as stable as the water of a calm lake, without any ripples. How is this possible? And Chanakya, who could remain completely stable even amid situations like politics, diplomacy, and war? His intellect was never disturbed. He never got swept away by the flow of emotions. Instead, he kept his mind and intellect under his control. Did they have some magic? If Buddha and Chanakya could keep their minds calm, why can't we? Why do we panic at every little thing? Why do we let worry and stress dominate us? Can we really not have any control over our minds? If your mind is not calm, understand that you'll become your own biggest enemy. Because when your mind is restless, your thoughts lead to wrong decisions. You panic over small matters, and slowly, peace disappears from your life. And then, no matter how big a goal you achieve, it won't give you happiness because there will be no peace within you. Is it truly possible to keep the mind calm even in this fast-paced life? Can we also remain stable and balanced like those great people? Yes, absolutely we can. And in this video, we are going to tell you those remedies that can change your life, that can make you calm from within, that will give you the strength to remain steadfast and stable in any situation. So, if you also want to get out of the storm and reach a calm ocean, if you want freedom from your restlessness, then this video is for you. Do you know what Gautam Buddha felt when he attained enlightenment? Nothing. No stir, no noise, no worry, no fear. Only and only peace. A peace that was not attached to any situation or object. That peace was within him. And this was the peace that transformed him from Siddhartha to Buddha. But the question is, where does this peace come from? Was it only for great beings like Buddha? Can ordinary people like us ever feel it? Gautam Buddha said, "The mind of a man is the cause of his suffering. If you can control it, you'll be free from suffering." But is that truly possible? Can we control our minds so much that no worry, no fear, no anger can shake us? One day, a disciple asked Buddha, "Lord, my mind is very restless. It is always entangled in confusion. How can I calm it?" Buddha smiled and said, "To find the answer to this question, fill a bowl with water and bring it here." Buddha said, "Now shake this bowl." The disciple shook the bowl, and ripples arose in the water. The water spilled here and there. Then Buddha asked, "Now leave it without shaking." The disciple placed the bowl steadily on the ground. After some time, the water became completely still. Then Buddha said, "See, your mind is also like this water. When you constantly shake it, there is agitation. But when you leave it still, it calms down on its own." Gautam Buddha taught us that if we want to calm the mind, first of all, we have to stop shaking it. We have to give it a chance to settle down. And this is the first remedy, meditation, Dayan. Meditation means stilling your thoughts, looking within, listening to yourself. Have you ever tried sitting for even 5 minutes without any thoughts? It seems difficult, doesn't it? Because our mind keeps running constantly, sometimes in the past, sometimes in the future. But meditation brings us out of this rush and into the present moment. And when we are in the present, our mind becomes completely calm. Buddha used to say, if you want to control your mind, first control your breath. Because when your breath is fast, your thoughts are also fast. When your breath is stable, your mind is also stable. Therefore, if you want to keep your mind calm, just feel your breath for 5 minutes every day. Breathe deeply, exhale slowly. Don't think about anything. Just observe the flow of your breath. This is a secret that Buddha himself adopted, and this is the secret by which you can also gain control over your thoughts. But besides meditation and breath, Buddha taught us one more important thing: the art of living in the present moment. What do you think is the real reason for all your worries? What has already happened, or what is going to happen? The truth is that our mind is either entangled in past mistakes or in future anxieties. And because of this, we can never feel peace. Buddha said, "He who lives in the past is unhappy. He who lives in the future is worried. But he who lives in the present truly lives." If you truly want to keep your mind calm, learn just one thing: live each moment fully. When you are eating, focus only on eating. When you are talking to someone, be fully present. When you are working, focus only on work. And when you are resting, rest completely. Gautam Buddha taught us that peace does not come from outside. Peace comes from within us. And if we learn to control our thoughts, no power in the world can make us restless. Have you ever thought why the mind of Acharya Chanakya, considered one of the world's most intelligent individuals, was never restless? Did he ever panic? Did he ever get confused? Have you ever felt like this? When so many things are going on in your mind at once that you yourself can't understand what's right, what's wrong, what should be done, what shouldn't be. And the biggest question is, how to get out of the situation. Acharya Chanakya taught us that if you want to keep your mind calm, first you must learn patience. Because patience is the quality that can get you out of any difficulty. But what does patience mean? Is it just sitting silently and waiting? No. Patience means waiting for the right time, recognizing the right opportunity, and making the right decision. Chanakya said, "Once upon a time, a hunter went into the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and drew his bow and arrow. But then his eyes fell on a lion hidden in the bushes. The hunter was scared. If he aimed at the deer, the lion could attack him. And if he aimed at the lion, the deer could run away. He held his breath for a moment, calmed his mind, and then he made a decision that saved his life." Chanakya teaches us exactly this. Whenever you feel your mind is becoming restless, whenever you're confused about a decision, first stop. Don't make any immediate decision. Let your thoughts settle down. And when your mind is calm, then make the right decision. You know, Chanakya never made any decision in haste. He always first understood the entire situation, was patient, stabilized his thoughts, and then made the right decision. And that is why he became one of history's greatest strategists. Disciple, Gurudev, when our mind becomes very restless, what should we do? Chanakya smiles and replies, "When the mind is restless, first put to work, because a busy mind is never restless. If your mind is worrying, don't let it worry. Give it a task in which it can become completely absorbed, whether it is studying, writing, any art, or learning a new skill. Because when the mind is busy with some work, unnecessary thoughts stop coming. And this is the first key to mental stability. There is another way, connecting with nature. If your mind is very restless, just step outside for a while. Go into the open air, look at the trees, the sky, feel your breath. Chanakya used to say that the mind of a person who connects with nature is never restless. And finally, the most important thing, maintain self-control. Control your emotions. Chanakya used to say that only the person who can control their emotions can control their life. If someone makes you angry, remain calm. If someone puts you down, smile. Because the person who thinks before reacting is the one who can completely control their mind. If you want to keep your mind calm, be patient. Don't rush. Stabilize your thoughts. Connect with nature. Keep your mind busy. And most importantly, control your emotions. These are the principles that Chanakya adopted, and these are the principles that can change your life. Does this happen to you too? Does your mind sometimes speak so loudly that you just can't stop it? Do you also feel like your mind is not under your control? Today we will talk about how to calm your mind, how to control your thoughts, and how to keep your mind completely balanced through yoga, meditation, and right lifestyle changes. Disciple, Gurudev, my mind is always restless. Whenever I try to do something, my attention wanders. Whenever I try to make a decision, thousands of thoughts come into my mind. Please tell me, how can I get rid of this restlessness? The Guru smiles and says, the mind is like a wild horse. If it is not kept under control, It can throw you off. But if you tame it correctly, this very horse will take you to your destination. Now the question is, how to tame this horse? First comes meditation. Do you know why your mind becomes calm when you meditate? When you meditate, you don't stop your thoughts. Rather, you let them flow. And gradually, as you start focusing on your breath, your mind begins to stabilize. Your mind is also like this lake. If you constantly stir it, ripples will keep rising in the water. But if you sit calmly, slowly all the agitation will subside on its own. So, find a quiet place, sit with your back straight, close your eyes, and just do this much. In just a few minutes, you will see that your mind has become calmer than before. But only meditation is not enough. If you really want to keep your mind calm, you also have to train your body. And the best way to do this is yoga. Yoga is not just for making the body flexible. The real purpose of yoga is to balance your mind and body together. If your body remains in tension, your mind will also be restless. But if your body is balanced, your thoughts will also be stable. If you do Anulum Vilum for just 10 minutes every day, your mind will start calming down on its own. Because when you learn to control your breath, gradually your mind also starts coming under control. Now, let's talk about improving your lifestyle. Do you know that your diet, your daily routine, and your sleep schedule also affect your mental health? If you always eat fried and greasy food, stay awake late at night, and stay on your mobile or laptop all day, your mind will never be calm. If you really want to keep your mind calm, you have to improve your daily routine. Sleeping early, waking up early, eating light and sattvic food, and spending at least 30 minutes in nature during the day. All these together will make your mind stable and balanced. But even after doing all this, if your mind ever becomes restless, what should you do? Then just remember one thing. Stop worrying about the things you cannot control. Work on the things that are within your control, and let go of what is not, because worrying doesn't solve any problem. Instead, worry itself becomes the biggest problem. Son, do you see this seed? If it is put in the soil and gets the right water, air, and sunlight, it can become a giant tree. But if you just hold on to it, fearing it might get lost, it will never become anything. Your mind is also like this. As long as you hold it tightly, try and control it, it will run even more. But when you give it the right environment, meditation, peace, right thoughts, it will become your greatest friend. A calm mind is not magic. It is a practice, sadhana. If you understand this, no situation can shake you. Remember, the most powerful person in the world is not the one who is strongest, but the one who has mastered their mind. So, now the decision is yours. Will you remain a slave to your thoughts, or will you become the master of your peace? Peace is not outside. It is within. Just learn to see it.